The late adopter. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the new Bitcoin video, new stream, talking about Wyckoff distribution. So, a lot of people are interested. They're calling Bitcoin manipulation. They are calling a lot of different stuff. So I thought I should mention it, just so you know what I feel about it. That said, so basically what's happening right now, it's everybody's talking about this part over here, saying it's distribution, it's manipulation of Bitcoin price. But what I'm gonna show you that this over here was accumulation, and this over here is re-accumulation phase, and over here it's manipulation, and before that there was none of that. And I'm also gonna show you why that is. Now, first of all, before we start and showing you these things, these phases, what I'm doing, why it's happening. Manipulation is normal. It's very, very normal and natural thing. Now, assume there are no hedge funds, assume there are no billionaires and millionaires, assume there are no big institutions. Let's just assume that. What happens then? Well, then me and you becomes manipulator, right? Because if I want to buy cheap, then I'm gonna FUD something, right? Bring out bad news to buy cheap, and then you are maybe also gonna try to push up to good news, and whoever owns the biggest papers is gonna win, right? So if there are no hedge funds or institutions to manipulate the price, then somebody else is going to manipulate the price, right? So manipulation is normal. It's very natural. It's very, everybody's doing it. It's nothing to be afraid of. And assuming that Bitcoin is out of that, like, it's insane. You have seen that with the meme coins. Meme coins are manipulated, as long as you can shill and throw out memes about meme coins, they're pumping, right? So this is happening also here. So what we're gonna see now is that we're gonna go into the charts first, and I'm gonna show you that how manipulation is working. We're gonna start with the accumulation part. Let me just pop it out like this. This is the Wyckoff's events accumulation part, and you're gonna see here that this is the accumulation part. So what we are talking about right now is this part over here, the dump. And that looks something like this. This is accumulation. Everybody's have already seen how Wyckoff's distribution looks like. This is accumulation part. So basically, there are several parts of this. This is preliminary. When price goes down, you get hit some kind of preliminary support. Then you get to selling climax, then automatic response, second test, and stuff like that. Like, you can see clearly that it is following. It's not following to the dot, because markets are pulling in different directions, but mostly it's doing the same thing. And you can see that the price is actually following the accumulation part of the price, right? We got some kind of spring, some kind of test. We got last point of strength, build up last point of strength, and this is a sign of strength, right? And then markups starts after that. So there are some kind of phase. So you can see that even over here there's some kind of a manipulation going on, and that's natural, that's normal, that's how they should be, because people have a lot of money. They cannot just buy the tops, the dips, and stuff like that. So this is the accumulation part. Now we're gonna see something called re-accumulation part, and that's this part over here. And I'm gonna show you that it's also happening over here. This is the second part. Right now we are talking about this part over here. And that's re-accumulation part. So you got preliminary supply top, BLCX, I forgot what it is. That's automatic response. The second test just onto the upside, right? Testing the resistance, goes down into this support area, goes down. Now the thing you see over here, it's the Corona dump. Now Corona dump was never supposed to happen. That was a black swan event, right? But we went into this sideways movement, and then we jumped over this kind of creek. Once we jumped above that, we got last preliminary support or strength, and then sign of strength again, and continued upwards. So you can see here that even reaccumulation is playing as it should be playing out, right? And it seems that everything is already manipulated. Right now we have seen that this part is manipulated, this part, and right now we are seeing that this part is manipulated as well. Everybody have seen this this chart over here. This is the distribution of Wyckoff. I don't need to explain because you have probably seen it other places, but it's basically playing out the way he explained it. Now you don't have to understand too much about it, how this is working out. The thing is, it is being manipulated. It is a normal thing to happen. It's not happening only in Bitcoin, it's happening in the markets as well. And you know, they've been playing the game for way too long. So let me just clear this up. The thing is, we usually don't understand how the manipulation is actually working, but we understand the lines. And in technical analysis, so we are seeing this as a ascending triangle. We have a downtrend, and then we have ascending triangle where we break on the upside. This also might actually seem some kind of falling wedge where we break on the upside, right? This might seem some kind of rising channel, right? So we are seeing a little bit differently than, for example, the people from Wall Street or wherever they are manipulating the prices. But basically, it is manipulated. Now over here at the top over here, CME futures started happening, and that's when we actually started getting a big manipulation in Bitcoin. And before that, there was no well, there was manipulation, but not from the institution as big money. And you can see clearly here that the price was already manipulated. Here somebody was hugely buying around 6,000, so the price went down, but it just could not break this this support, because somebody was just buying everything at 6,000. And once they stopped buying over here, the price crashed like crazy, right? It was like a waterfall right down, right? And then once that happened, they picked up the rest of the supply here, and then they continued going up. This was the second reaccumulation phase, and then continued going up. We continue going up. This is the markup, some kind of phase, and right now into some kind of distribution, and right now we are getting the markdown. Now, we're also gonna talk about say a quick word about this over here, this dump. Are we in bear market and what's gonna happen? But we already know that accumulation, reaccumulation, distribution, you know, you can hope for this, but you know, it's best thing to not hope. You know, we should just be looking at technical analysis and see what's actually happening, and then continuing doing that. Now, why wasn't this previous trading actually? Why wasn't this previous trading? Let me see it. Not this chart. Is this chart better? Yeah. So why am I saying that? No, this chart is not better. This chart is better. Let's do it on the weekly chart. So why am I saying that this previous part wasn't actually the manipulation? Because the market cap and volume wasn't that high. This was the first start, so everybody was just buying like crazy and then dropping the price, buying like crazy and then dropping, right, buying like crazy and then dropping the price, right, sell off big. But you can see here slowly just starts build up, like, you know, and there's none of that in this part over here. If that if 2014 2017 was to happen after institutions got in here, we would have a really nice curve going something like this, and then top off right over here, right, just like over here, really nice curve, and then top off, blow off top, and go down there. Blow off tops came a lot during the alt season in right now. You can see it on BitTorrent, Harmony One, Holochain, Ethereum Classic, latest one that had blow off top. You know, a lot of the things had blow off top because they are small altcoins. Big institutions are not manipulating that well, but this is clearly manipulation, and it's a normal thing to do. Now, unfortunately, a lot of us don't know how to respond to that, because they have been doing it for so long. They have plans, they have tactics, we don't. So they are kind of winning, you know, they're kind of winning. That said, it's nothing actually abnormal about manipulating the money. You know, it's always happening. So let's go back to our charts and see what's actually happening with Bitcoin price right now. Yeah, we can clean this up a little bit. So Bitcoin price today is actually quite significantly down. Right now I picked up to 40,000. It was down at 38,000. It was down at 38,000. So it is quite big dump. And somebody said like these dumps always happen. You know, in 2017. In 2017, these dumps were pretty, you know, they happened like 30-40% was normal. They were normal, and I'll show you in just a second. I'll show you that they were normal. In 2016, 17, here, these dumps are quite normal, right? These are 40% dumps, and this over here is a 40% dump. They are normal, but on the weekly chart, they are normal, but they didn't break the 20 moving average. They are normal, but they didn't break the 20 moving average. They are normal, but they didn't break the parabola, right? The parabola is this line that goes like something like this. You have a fast movement, and then you start accelerating, right? You can see acceleration, you can see acceleration. They never break parabola. The only time they broke parabola is over here. And you can see here, nobody cared. Here, nobody cared about this dump over here because it was normal dump. It was a 30% dump as well. Nobody cared about that. Nobody was having any kind of fears. People were buying the dip. Why? Because the parabola wasn't broken. You can see here. The parabola wasn't broken. We are still continuing going up. No problem, right? But here, the parabola did get broken. The weekly 20 moving average did get broken. You know, right now we are breaking all kinds of supports down here, right? This is a support, we are breaking the downside. This is the next one that I'm actually looking at. That's a 38,000. If you start breaking 38,000, right? Wait, this is this history chart, so it doesn't have today's data. Let's go over here. You can see here that we went with the wick almost exactly back to the 38,000. So you cannot no longer say that this dump at of something like 34% is normal. It is normal in a downtrend. It is normal. It's not normal the way this was normal in an uptrend. So it's kind of sketchy. It's kind of sketchy, you know. So right now, let's see on the daily chart what's this actually look like. I don't think this can continue just dropping down to zero like this, because right now we are having really big sell-off. So I don't think this is gonna go. I think we're gonna get some kind of a pullback back to this 20 moving average on the daily. Let's see if we can pull out all moving average. You can see right now that we are actually getting the. You can see right now that we are actually hitting the 200 moving average on the daily chart. So maybe that's going to be the support that we actually need, because right now on the RSI we are really at some kind of overbought levels. We are sitting at 26. We are hitting 200 moving average. So I'm thinking maybe for right now this can actually be some kind of a preliminary support where we can actually pull up to certain moving averages on the daily chart, because on the 4-hourly chart we are still kind of looking sketchy down here, and we are extended from the 10 and 20 moving average. So we need some kind of pullback here, which we tried this doing several times. This is the wait a little bit. This is the first test of the 20 moving average. This is the second test of 20 moving average. Right now we're trying to have maybe third. We're gonna have the third test. This is actually third test, maybe even fourth test of the 20 moving average on the 4-hourly chart. At one point you have to break. Like, you cannot go down forever on the 4-hourly chart, you know, because we are getting really extended from the 10 moving average and 20 moving average on the daily chart. So I'm expecting some kind of pullback. But will this pullback come now? Because right now we are sitting a very good support on 200 moving average on the daily chart, and we are sitting at 26 on the RSI. So chances for a pullback are there. Will they actually happen or not? It depends to see. It depends to see. Let's see if there is any divergence. I think there was divergence on the 4-hourly, but I don't see it. Yeah, there's divergence on the 4-hourly right now, pretty big one as well. And this doesn't seem to actually hold. So this is actually going down. and RSI is actually still going up, so we might actually be hitting some kind of a bottom down here. We're gonna retest this 20 moving average, I think, on the 4-hourly pretty soon. So that's actually what I'm looking at right now. I'm not saying that we cannot get up to the 200,000 or anything like that. That might actually be the case. This might actually be some kind of other reaccumulation phase that I don't know about, because Wyckoff is only explaining the accumulation, reaccumulation, and distribution phases. This is something called the markup, and right now we are going through something called the markdown. So if somebody knows how these phases are working and you got some kind of nice schematics for the phases, you are welcome to post them down in the comments. I'm willing to learn, because I do not know how this part happens, how the shakeout happens here, what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna go down to 24,000 and continue up to the million, and whatever. And I know everybody is looking at that guy, what's called, the chart that's showing where the Bitcoin price should be. I forget. Anyways, right now might be hitting some kind of support down here, might getting soon some kind of a bounce here. It all depends. Anyways, guys, that's the live stream for the day. If you got any questions, you are welcome. Not overbought, so yeah, maybe I'm saying the wrong words, guys. Stock to flock chart, that's it. People are looking at stock to flock chart because we haven't hit the targets on that one. Kids. probably time to quit. Okay, guys, you know what you're gonna do with the subscribe button, the like button, and all the buttons. And I gotta go. You guys understand it was planned to follow Wyckoff meta. Yeah, maybe it was followed, maybe it was manipulated. I'm pretty sure it was manipulated, because when it's not manipulated, you get these blow off tops. Like you just go, you blow off, and you get down, because retail investors are not that smart to create something like this where they can sell off everything at the same price. So I'm thinking, but it's nothing to be worried about. Manipulation happens. The faster you accept that manipulation is everywhere, the easier is to live with it. And if you can understand that everything is manipulated, even the news, the FUD, and the shilling, then you can actually follow a little bit better the markets. You can understand that right now, for example, that's happening with Tesla. It's a lot of FUD because they're trying to push down the price of Tesla. Tesla went up almost parabolic up, right now. There's a lot of FUD. It's going down and stuff like that. Anyways, have a nice day, guys. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Like the video if you didn't like the video. Post down in the comments if you got any questions or something like that. Anyways, cheers, guys. See you around. Bye bye.